Hey guys, welcome to match 17 of the IPL. In case you're wondering why I sound chirpier than usual, it's because Mumbai has finally won. Um, Another nail biter, man. Like three games in a row. This IPL has
Yeah,
been pretty insane so far.
Yeah, what a time, right? Like yesterday, I was on the other side, heartbreak on the other side. I think the joy is on this side this time. But yeah, really close games, pretty similar scripts. Last over 5 runs required and went to the last ball.
Yeah,
So yeah, exciting times for IPL. I think 23 IPL has like gone off
the
the
league is
blocks.
wide open. I
Yeah.
think, of course, Delhi have lost four in a row, but apart from that, the league is wide open. Nobody has won three in a row. So, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I
And
think
I
one
think,
team is
even in terms of fantasy, I think we are set, getting set. We've had games, multiple games in every stadium. Each team has played 3 or 4 times. There seem to
Yeah.
be in these visuals we have here, we know you can see like bunch of greens together, bunch of reds together. So I think fantasy becomes easier, not easier, but more predictable as the season progresses. So let's get into tomorrow's game though, then, or tonight's game rather, when this video is out. But yeah, Rajasthan versus Chennai at the Chepauk, two
At
two
Chennai.
favorites for the title, I guess.
I think in terms of playing 11, I see some changes for CSK with Dikshan, I think, back, right?
Yeah.
I do see him slotting in immediately for Santner or maybe Stokes. Like if they want to go for like an all spin attack of Moen, Santner,
Yeah,
Tikshana. So yeah, that might happen. Dhoni might want to. So yeah, tomorrow's team actually we'll see a lot of changes, I feel, in terms of the
yeah.
structuring.
I think with Deepak Chahar injured, I think he might be out for a while. I think that
Yeah.
makes sense if they get Tikshana in, and for Chahar they can get a batsman. Um,
Hmm.
but it's just taking Stokes out. I don't know if they'll do that, but
Because
So
Stokes, yeah,
Magala, do you think Magala plays or
no,
NGD
no.
or how do they do? How do they
No,
manage
none of
that?
them. Like if Tikshana is back, it'll be Tikshana, Santner, Moin, and Conway. I don't know what Moin's injury situation is. Is he back for tomorrow?
Yeah, even
not
I'm
sure
not sure.
actually. He missed the previous
He was
game,
just ill.
but
He was not injured. He was just ill. So I
right,
think he should be fine.
Yeah.
And if he
yeah,
is fine, he's a walk-in.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't play Tikshana this game. I
I
don't
think they will play. They will play Tikshana because
just
Chidam
yeah, it's at
Chepauk has always shown like being a spin friendly, especially with the season progressing. We are already now end of the first phase. I would say first quarter has ended, almost about to end rather. So I can see Tikshana starting to like come in now. So he comes in for me tomorrow for sure.
Hmm.
We lose Mangala basically. Tikshana comes in, and then we have to see whether Hungergaker gets a chance for Cheher. That is the other thing because Hungergaker did not play the last game, I think.
No, but he's not a direct replacement for Magla, right? That's the thing. Magla played because
No,
Green and Stokes weren't there. Uh,
right. No, but I was saying in terms of like Manga, like okay, makes sense.
I
Hmm.
mean, because
I think
Conway,
Tikshana plays for
Santner,
sure. It's a question mark whether they also play Santner or not.
I think they play Santner. He looked really good last
Yeah.
game, and in general, and Chepok. If they go all
Santner,
out play,
Jaddu, Moen, and Tikshana. You
yeah,
think two
ridiculous.
for
It's a little too much. That's why I was thinking like because they won the last two, maybe they don't change. Maybe they give Tikshana a rest. But yeah, let's see. Depends. But even then, right? Like despite the spin track, last game at the Chepauk was a 400 odd game. So it's a good game for batsmen. So all in all, I think like a pretty interesting fantasy game, especially in season long where you have a few picks, right? I think we'll see people go different ways. What about RR? I think they play the same team, right? I think
yeah.
Sandeep
Yeah.
Sharma.
Yeah.
plays. I don't know if they get an extra spinner in, but
The way RR had played even last season, they did not look a team which chopped and changed too much. The only slot which is up is still Padikkal. I've been saying this right from the first game. So
yeah, he
let's
didn't
see
play
how
last game.
many. He
He
did
didn't
not?
play.
He didn't
Oh,
play.
No,
okay.
he was
So
Okay.
dropped last game. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, so that then it definitely I don't see many changes.
Yeah.
Padikkal
Only
there right
change
now.
possible is if they decide to go like horses for courses and get another spinner because they only have Chahal and Ashwin, right? Um,
So you do
a
you think a
certain
KC
Parag.
Cariappa gets it?
Yeah, is Karyappa their only option? I don't know. If they have someone else, maybe. Do they
Shreyas
not?
Gopal is still in RR, right?
Yeah, he's in RR.
Yeah, so I think one of the Karnataka boys might get a chance, maybe then.
Yeah, let's
If
see.
Chennai is going with a four-prong attack, yeah, that's highly possible they'll go for three-prong and even Riyan Parag bowling some. So yeah,
Yeah, Riyan Parag, X Factor. Anyway, let's maybe then discuss fantasy picks and then we can see who 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 may bowl, what the scene is. So I think here goodbyes straight on.
Joss and Moeen come right off the bat.
Joss Moin if he plays right.
Yeah.
If
Joss under the keeper, right?
yeah, sorry, Joss
and
Yashasvi.
Gaikwad.
Uh,
Yeah.
what an innings last game. Um, I think prime uncapped pick, not just this game, but in the whole IPL probably.
Yeah.
Um,
Trent Bolt.
Gaikwad
sorry.
Yeah, Bolt. I think Chahal, Bolt, both of them
Yeah,
very good wicket takers.
Jadeja. I think all of these are sort of like no-brainers in this game. But considering we
and
have, sorry.
I was saying Gaikwad also.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. How
cool. I
much
think
does Jadeja cost? Isn't he more in the
10,
premium range
10.
cost wise?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 o'clock brain fades. I think okay. I think one interesting discussion here is what if you can just pick one or two of these, or maybe two, yeah.
Yeah.
Who would your two be? How do you decide? Maybe rather than look at that, maybe that comes up in
Toughest game.
captain
I
vice
think
captain.
it's one of the toughest games to decide who
Yeah,
to actually not pick. I
yeah,
think we'll have to answer the question who not to pick and why, rather than who we'll pick, because all of these are sort of clear picks if we could get all of them in.
yeah,
But if I
Yeah.
have to not pick someone, maybe I don't pick a Bolt,
yeah,
because firstly it's a spin track
Yeah.
historically, or it was a batting and the form Gaikwad is in, and Conway being his own teammate, international teammate, rather than national teammate. So I might not pick up Bolt. That is one. The other is maybe I don't pick up a very difficult, but yeah, I might not pick up a Yashasvi tomorrow.
yeah,
Uh, that is, those are the only two I see in here. Everyone is going to be really tough. Moen, Jadeja, Chahal, all are very good buys for tomorrow's game. Gaikwad, Joss are just in rip roaring form, so it's going to be tough choices.
yeah. Scary.
Yeah.
What about outside? So I think these are all the obvious picks. And that still leaves us with a lot of other good picks, right?
Sanju.
Sanju Samson. You have
Yep.
Ashwin, homeboy, spinner, can bat up. He's a good X factor. Um,
Yeah, and he's familiar with Chepok as well.
yeah, homeboy, exactly.
Yeah.
He's a good X
He
factor.
said tomorrow is a game to use that all 11 player chip.
Seriously.
Yeah,
What
superstar.
about like Hetmeyer? He's come into form. Um, he's a good pick. I think especially if Rajasthan bat first, very good pick.
Yep,
But
I
probably
agree.
fall down. But yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Considering even CSK will have a lot of death bowling issues tomorrow. That's what I'm expecting them to still have those death over issues. Uh, so Hetmeyer is a good buy actually.
Yeah.
In the circumstances, he'll give you a stable 50, 60 points, which is actually pretty good in for a season-long fantasy, right? So
Yeah.
I think Atmar is a good buy for tomorrow.
What about who do you avoid in this game? Maybe like Holder.
The Chennai pace bowlers I would avoid with
But
the,
if Rajasthan bats first, I wouldn't mind getting Tushar Deshpande.
because the kind of form Butler and Yashasvi are in,
Yeah,
it's a
like
little risky.
I mean, he'll bowl the death, right? And
Hmm.
he might get a few wickets, sort of like how Behrendorff
Yeah,
got.
maybe because he's an uncapped pick. Yeah, I think I also agree. Maybe he's a good X factor for tomorrow in terms of just because he's an uncapped pick. Otherwise, I completely agree with Salkar. The form RR batsmen are in, and even their death hitting has been sublime, right? And CSK on the other hand, Tushar Deshpande has been hot and cold. So
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
way, I would still might have not gone for him if he was not uncapped. But yeah,
Yeah.
tomorrow I might considering uh, if RR bats first, as you said.
yeah. What about Shivam Dubey? How do you like him as a pick? Because the last game at Chepauk, he came one down. He came ahead of Moeen. And he was okay. I mean, he scored 20 odd. He did that last game as well. Clearly, Dhoni trusts him. He's actually coming one down. And a lot of these guys have been this kind of player like has been doing well, right? Like your Vijay Shankar and Rahane and stuff. But what do you think? Do you avoid?
I would be a little hesitant just because I think RR has a really good bowling lineup.
Hmm.
Uh, Maybe I've seen Dubey do a little better against the weaker bowling lineups and tends to be scratchy sometimes if the opposition is bowling well. So at least for this game, I would avoid from my side.
Yeah, I would also agree on that. Yeah.
What about Devon Conway? We haven't spoken about him, but
He's interesting, yeah.
he has
I'm in
two
two minds on
hits,
this.
but his 47 was at the Chepauk, right? And he looked superb.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah,
I think he's a differential pick here because not going to be a popular pick with so many other options
Mhm.
available, but he's actually kind of a safe play. Will usually give points, even though he has not come good so far. But
he's your
with the
all
style,
cap pick of the season, man, Salkar.
yeah, he was, yep, yep.
I can't laugh too much because mine was Sky. But
Yeah.
uh, any other good? What about Santner? We haven't even spoken about it. And as we were discussing, right, Tikshana, if he plays, one of them definitely plays. Whoever plays, I think is a good.
I think Tikshana, if he plays, he's definitely one of the biggest X factors in differentials because he's coming in new. He
Yeah,
has shown form last year. He
Correct.
he has been very good at internationals. Had a good New Zealand tour.
natural wicket taker.
Yeah.
Natural wicket taker, absolutely. And today we saw right like wicket takers even when they are like old war horses like Piyush Chawla, like they can still take 3 wickets. So yeah, wicket takers have like in the middle overs at
Yeah.
Chepauk.
I
I
don't
would
think I've
agree.
seen a spinner go without a wicket, man, like this year.
I know.
It's insane.
Bishnoi, the one time you didn't have
Yeah, that was.
him.
Uh,
I think yesterday was some just exceptional that was, and still it was not enough. So that is a different story. But yeah, otherwise spinners absolutely right. Like
Yeah.
an attacking spinner uh, is a very good buy this season.
hmm,
So yeah, I will go for Atikshana as an X factor.
yeah, nice. What about uncapped? Yashasvi, we spoke about. Deshpande, we spoke about.
Deshpande,
Are there any other picks even? There's Parag. Oh, we
there's
talked
Parag.
Hmm.
about Parag. Yeah, I mean, he spoke about it himself, right, in some interview after the last game that he wants to bowl or something of that sort. And
Okay.
this is probably the perfect opportunity if spin really plays a part. If they don't get another spinner instead of Sandeep Sharma, he might be that third option. Considering the
Yeah.
pitch, like today, right? Today, Delhi bowled 4 overs of Lalit,
Yeah.
Parag could just be that. Even Tilak Varma bowled an over today. So if the pitch suits spin, and it should, I think Parag could get a bowl. But does he come
Yeah.
one down, two down again? I don't know what
Yeah,
to do
I
with it.
think he will. He will.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
will.
I think, yeah, possibly. Yeah, yeah.
Then I think it's a pretty good pick. Like maybe above Deshpande, right? If he does come two down,
Agree.
get a bowl. Cool. Toughest question of the day, captain, vice captain. Pick two.
Wow.
I would go Joss, Moin.
What about Conway, man?
I will wait and watch a little. But I'm still high on him. In general, I think he's a good player. I think he'll do well if, you know, assuming that he continues playing in the playing level, I think he'll play well. He'll play some good innings.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in Chahal, to be honest,
yeah.
tomorrow's game
Agree.
Hmm.
because CSK middle order, like you don't know what can happen on any day. Shivam Dubey is not the greatest technicians. Rahane had just a magical game. Don't know if he'll keep repeating those. Raidu is again sort of fag end of his career. So it allows Chahal, especially if CSK is batting first, right, setting a target. Chahal will be someone I'll be really interested in
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I have Jadeja in mind. Um, Similar, right? Like with the ball
Yeah.
or and someone who bats and bowls always I tend to captain in fantasy. I think he comes up the order tomorrow. Um, Depends on how they go, like especially if they get Tikshana in and place and Jadeja naturally goes up. So yeah,
Yeah.
Jadeja, Moeen, Joss, Chahal, yeah, these four. It's gonna be a nightmare picking between these four, but yeah. Like somehow deep down, I don't want to go Joss, but I don't think I think I'll chicken up captain him tomorrow.
Josh always takes. You
Yeah,
don't
but
captain Josh.
also
Josh.
What
yeah,
do you think about Gaikwad? You think you want
no,
to,
we didn't even
he's
mention.
had three hot
Poor
innings
guy
now.
scored. He's scoring for fun, and we don't have him in our
Do
top four.
you, at this point, do any of you really then believe in the law of averages? You
I
know,
don't. I used to a lot. It's bitten me a lot, so now I don't anymore.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Warner hit a 50 today when I thought he has to stop at some point. But yeah.
yeah. Cool. Let's quickly move on to Dream 11. Um, so Dream 11, I think purely like we went through all these names. So I think the first 11 pretty much picks itself, right? Like, do you see any of
Mhm.
these not making it to your Dream 11 team? So we have Butler, Sanju, Yashasvi, Gaikwad, Chahal Santner, Ashwin, Bolt, Jadeja, Moeen. And if we have Tikshana play, then Tikshana, right? Um, I
Yeah.
think it's a solid 11. It might be a little heavy on bowlers. So one choice you might make is maybe instead of an Ashwin, go with a Conway if CSK bats first, or a Hetmeyer if
Yeah.
Sun bats first, right? And if you believe so, if like the team batting first, the death bowlers always get wickets, and today sort of proved that, right? Behrendorff came and took 3 wickets in the 19th over, and the kind of pitch Chepauk is, teams are gonna go all out trying to whack at that point, and your Deshpande and Sandeep Sharma, these guys who probably bowled death overs, could be a good, very unorthodox pick for your Dream 11 to try and differentiate majorly. Um, Dhoni, I'm gonna remove Parag from this, but Dhoni, Raidu, Stokes probably are avoids. Any
Yeah.
other name that comes to your head? I think this is pretty straightforward.
I think Chahar, okay, Chahar is injured, you said, right? Deepak
Yeah, he's
Chahar is
injured.
injured.
He's not gonna play. I have a
Yeah.
feeling he might be out for the whole thing.
Hmm.
His injury sounded bad. Cool. I think that pretty much covers it. I think this was a slightly easier video to do just because like
So
10
many of
these
yeah,
just pick themselves and it's pretty
yeah,
consistent, right? You know, RR like Joss, Yashasvi, Sanju, Chahal bold. Look at all those greens, look at those numbers. So they pick
yeah,
them. Gaikwad, Moin, uh, Jadeja, these guys pick themselves. So yeah, I mean, Dream 11, I think you'll find a lot of similar teams. So your Deshpande, Sandy, Dubey, Conway, Hetmeyer, whoever
yeah.
your intuition chords might be a good pick.
Right.
And your captain, vice captain probably decide the day.
Yeah, yeah, actually. That's basically what it will come down to, I think.
Yeah. All right, cool then. All the best for the game, and we'll see you for the next game.
Yes, all the best.